Hey everyone, and welcome back to our Let's Play for Dwarf Fortress Tradeancient. I am Nerdstalgic. So, in this episode, our goal is going to be to get as much of that silver processed as possible so we can start hammering out some weapons, and also to deal with this nasty shag carpet floor that we have going on. Alright, so what's going on down here? Uh-oh, taken by mood, huh? Let me look at this real quick. Okay, so we did find some jewels, that's cool. We're probably going to just go down to the next layer and... so you can see some galena already there. We're just going to go to the next layer and open up that layer just like we did this one. See what we can get. So let's go ahead and let's get this, let me find, where is it? That's not it. Sorry, I'm trying to find, there it is, okay. I was trying to find DF hack in all of my windows. I always have a lot of windows open when I record, just out of necessity. So if I like end a video and then I do some things on YouTube, I have to like recalibrate everything. Okay, so that I think we'll probably take care of that. Now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go down here and get some up down stairs going. I am a bit concerned about up down staring into a cavern and then opening up all kinds of hell on you know, unleashing it on our heads. But that's fine. If that happens, that's fine. We'll just, you know, deal with it the best we can. Just have some fun. So we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to go out just 20. That was a misfire. And boom. Okay, looks good. And we're going to see where this guy's mood takes him. Alright, so he claimed the Mason's Workshop. Not ideal. Maybe it's time to make a second Mason's Workshop. And hopefully he's able to get all of his things that he needs. So he's shooting off, he's grabbing things. Looks like he grabbed some stone. Okay, he got a mechanism, I think. No, more stone. Looks like he got some chert. And a leather hide. And a gem.
No more fishing.
And I lost track of him. He's grabbing a lot of stuff here. Some cloth. Okay, so he was able to find everything, which is the most important thing, really. Okay. Still smoothing, but it's almost finished. Our floor is almost done. It needs one more little blip here. Oh, the king himself! The king himself, who I'm just so surprised is actually working, comes in and wins it for us. My cat is shredding my wife's computer chair. What are you doing? You can't do... I know you're hungry, but you're fat. You're on a diet. Okay? I fed you like 2 hours ago. Sorry. Anyways. I've got a really fat cat. Anyways, so we can do some maintenance on the stockpile. So we've got a furniture stockpile here that's not really that full. The main one that's full is this stockpile number 7 that we have set up basically for finished goods and the furniture siege ammo. We have it set up for doors, mechanism, traction benches. What we probably could do is we probably could just break off this part, the furniture siege ammo part, and we can move that up to the top and leave this stockpile for what it's intended for, which I think is mugs. Yeah, it's just supposed to be a mug stockpile. So, let's see, doors, mechanisms, traction benches, thrones, tables. Okay, I have a pretty good idea of what needs to be made. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make a stockpile by hitting lowercase p, and it's going to be a furniture storage stockpile, and we're just going to go up here, and let's just kind of separate it a little bit. And I'm thinking, let's go big. Go big or go home, right? Cat, I'm going to yank on your tail. She's like, I don't care. Give me food. Alright, so and then we're going to back out and click on it, and we're going to change the settings on it. So obviously we only want certain things. We don't want floodgates. So what she's doing right now is she's dragging her bowl. We've got her bowl, we've got her water bowl and her food bowl sitting inside of like this like tray thing with an edge around it so that like it can't make a huge mess. She's like Herculesing that thing across the floor to me, as if like I can't feed her because it's not close enough and I don't have the strength to drag the food there. Anyways, this is what happens, guys, when you let your cats get fat and overweight, because when you try to get them to lose weight, they rebel against you. Alright, so we don't want beds. Or do we want beds? No, I don't think we want beds in there. Windows, no. Thrones, tables, coffins, statues, slabs, fine. Armor stands, cabinets, anvils, no buckets. We don't want anything made of wood, I think was our big thing here in this location. Large pots are fine. No. Okay. So I think that's going to do it. And then the nail in the coffin is going to be, we have to go back to this stockpile, and we're just going to straight up, boom, disable that. So you're going to see a lot of people, or we should see a lot of people coming up here and grabbing stuff and shifting it over. And it should give us a whole lot more clarity and visibility as to what actually we have in our stockpiles. Which actually just means that this stockpile is going to end up just being a bunch of bins, because it's just going to be the goblets. So we'll be able to see kind of, we have like 12 bins. See, we filled that thing up. We filled it up. What we could do is we could make like a pot stockpile. Okay, so he made a coffin. That's kind of like kind of doesn't really bode well, does it? His mysterious construction was a coffin, and he's the manager. Oh boy, he's foretelling the future. Did we just have a mandate? I think we might have. Yep, another animal trap mandate. He's gonna run us out of lumber straight up. Okay, so what I was saying is that we could, to get rid of some of these rock pots, we could do two things. We could, if we go to our kitchen here, we could make like a stockpile around the workshops that use those rock pots, and have those stockpiles give only to here. Or have the workshops take only from there, but I don't know if I want to do that. We could, as an alternative, just make a stockpile for those pots next to there, and not even worry about assigning, you know, take from here, give to here, because that can really get kind of murky, especially for a new player, because then you're like, why isn't this thing taking it? I speak from experience. So, and then you have to like figure out your whole supply chain, and you're just like, oh my god, shoot me. So, now the real question then becomes, you know, where do we dig out and put the stockpile? Well, we already know we're probably not going to be using this space here, but I don't know that it's a good idea for us just to straight up make the stockpile here and here, because if we do want to use this for, say, like a jail in the future or something like that, that would kind of not work. So what we could do is we could extend the hallway a little bit and then shunt off over here, and we could put a door here and like a door here. And ideally I'd like to put a door here into the workshop, but it looks like with this workshop at the very least, it's kind of going to be blocked. The door's not going to do any good because the workshop itself is sitting there. So I think that's what we'll do, is we will extend the hallway, and then we will do something like put a door right there, and then like that. Ta-da! And we'll just make that like a really large pot stockpile. You know, the rock pot stockpile, not not like the plant. Anyways, so I don't really know that we need another one. I think we'll just go with one for starters. Is there anything else we want to do here? Well, we do have a lot of wood, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. This stockpile's pretty darn full. Bars and blocks, huh? What's this? Armor, weapons, okay. This place, Metalsmith's Forge, doesn't have anything around it. What we should do is we should make a stockpile here around the Metalsmith's Forge for bars and blocks. And what we're going to do is we're going to... Well, that kind of went south, didn't it? There. And what we'll do is we will... we're going to exclude other materials. Like, we don't want coal, potash, ash, pearl ash, or soap in there. Cat, I'm going to skin you and make a fine rug because you are that big. She's trying to climb into my lap right now. You can probably hear her, can't you? Yeah. I'm trying to do work right now, you silly cat. No, you can't come over here. You can't come over here. I know you're hungry. Pew. Okay. Cat has been deposited back on the bed. We don't want those materials, other materials there, so we're going to forbid other materials. We're not going to want any stone or clay to be there because, I mean, it's a metalsmith's workshop. And we're not going to want any of these. So what this should do is this should lead to only having those kinds of things being around there. And that'll be good. That'll be fine. We're not going to change anything about this either because ideally this could be an overflow for this. Okay. How's our... Okay, so they're digging it out. Very, very good. What about our smoothing? Oh, they're almost finished with the smoothing. So after that, we're probably going to smooth out our workshops. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get these rocks out of here. Let's get them out of here. So I don't like, you know me, I don't like the clutter there. It bugs me. So they get right to work, and then we're gonna. I'm still just amused by the fact that the king himself is doing all this work. I really thought when I looked in the wiki at the different nobles that they were like, nope, it's not that doesn't work that way, but whatever. Okay, we'll put a door here and a door here, and then let's make a stockpile for those pots. I think that's under furniture storage. Let's go back in here. There it is. Very good. Large pots, food storage. So the easiest way to do this is probably going to be to block all and then just go here and highlight large pots, food storage. And then what we'll do is we'll go back up here and we're going to forbid those pots out of here. Out of here. Get them out of here. And that will give us greater visibility on what actually is going on. You always want to keep some pots kicking around because the fact that if you don't have pots you can't make, well, you can if you use barrels, but it's better to use pots because they use rock, which is just an inexhaustible supply versus wood. But I like to use pots for my food storage. Okay, so it's probably time, I'm betting, to do a little smoothing for our workshops. So let's just you know, do 3 at a time here. We don't want to go too hog wild. No rock pots have made it in there yet, so I guess they're busy with some other things. That's completely fine. We could also take care of the mossy nightmare that's lurking in around. Let's check out our mining lair. So we need to change our point of interest again to here. So let's do so. Shift F1, Z. Okay, and as you can see we have some galena and some more gems that we want to go ahead and dig out. Dig V is my hero. Can you imagine, like, digging this stuff out by hand? I mean, I would just want to just shoot myself, I think. Well, that was just a pathetic little vein. Okay. So we definitely got some citrines. That's good. This has the potential to be a good one, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay. And... oh, another good one. So we're finding a lot of galena. There is still a little bit of the flux stone here. How is this going up here? Okay, so you're still smelting. How many bars of it do we have now? We have 7 silver bars, 16 lead bars. So that's the other thing that galena can make is lead. Now, I don't think lead is really worth using for armor, just because, I mean, if it's anything like, you know, real life, lead is much not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Okay. Rock pots, why aren't you moving out? That's what I want to know. Why is nobody getting the rock pots out of here? I mean, they're not set to go in here. I guess just people are not thinking that's important at this point. So wow, we've got a lot of people right now that are adding to our efforts for smoothing. So that didn't take very long at all. We can't smooth that gray stuff because I think it's like a clay. Yeah, silty clay, so that's not going to work. That's a shame. I mean, we could tear down those walls and rebuild them back with stone. But that's, you know, that's an awful lot of work. I think I draw the line at floor modification. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do some floor modifications. So, let's go ahead and drag that out. Looks like we can go, well, we could just, see, the only thing there is we're going to be wasting stone that we don't need to waste. I'm really only want to cover up the moss. Okay. So what options do we have here? Well, let's go with the chert. Yeah, it should match the floor. Not that I really cared at the top. And need to get this one done the same way. For the sake of convenience, we're just going to do that. We're going to run ourselves out of stone, ladies and gentlemen. At this rate. Okay. Well, we're going to be out of chert. And do that little twofer there. And we'll get this taken care of. Need 12, have 14. Perfect. Okay, so that will keep our industrious little dwarves busy. So it is winter. We will not get a caravan. You never get a caravan in the winter. You have to kind of survive on your own, which we have plenty of supplies. Looking pretty good there. Let's go check our point of interest layers. They're digging furiously. Looks like we have found a few more gems, but not a whole lot. They're going pretty quick through that layer. They're just beavering right through it. Alright, so let's grab this gem out of here. Okay, not too bad. And then we will go down a layer. See what else we found down here. Alright, so there's definitely some more galena there. It's all looking like it's going to be this kind of samey in terms of composition, which to me says more galena. just gonna do that. Alright. So everybody's pretty busy. Good, good. How about you, sir? I know you got some more stuff to cut. It would be nice if you could just tell them, hey, cut. Anytime a gem is found, a raw gem is found, cut it. That would be great. But unfortunately, I have not found a way to actually do that. I've tried setting workflow constraints on it, and it just doesn't seem to work. So if any of you have any insight on that as to a way to get your gem cutters to stay busy without having to go in and cancel jobs and re-up the jobs, please let me know. I would buy you a beer if I could. So more citrine. Citrine. What's going on here? So they're probably going down and grabbing all that stone. Yeah. That's why we don't see a whole lot of action right now. But they are staying busy. Microcline, huh? Alright, so it's probably a good time for us to go ahead and start our metalsmithing. So let's just briefly... Oh god, I left DF Hack up again. Come on. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so let's look at Dwarf Therapist real quick and see... do we have anybody who can even do weaponsmithing? Well, we did bring somebody with us. But we also have this guy right here. Alright. So we have a High Master Weaponsmith. We've even got a good Armorsmith. That's awesome. That's awesome. What about our military? How's our military looking? So if we go up here to group by military status, we can see our squad. And as you can see, they're coming along pretty well on... I guess what you would call like the basic military skills, discipline, dodging, fighting, and a little bit slower on this kind of stuff. You can see they are picking up some Dwarf levels. That's kind of hard to say. We do have this one archer here, and then they're also picking up some Hammer Dwarf levels, and that is because in melee, just as I had mentioned, they use those crossbows as hammers. So. You know, so yeah, they're coming along. It's kind of like a snowball. They'll end up, the longer it goes, the better that they all get. They kind of feed off of each other. So, other than that, we do have a few other people that show some aptitude in various ways, but we'll just have to see this. Oh, this guy's got some kills. What did he kill? One turkey. He killed one turkey. 2 turkeys and an echidna. A quaddy, I don't even know what that is. A red panda. Aw, don't kill the red panda. This guy's apparently like an assassin or something. He's got that diamond. 2, not 1, 2 giant wild boars, an echidna, a wombat, and a fox. Man. Kind of sad about that red panda. Don't kill the red panda, guys. Those are endangered and something. Alright, so what do we want to do with our silver? Well, as I mentioned, silver makes really good bludgeoning weapons. For the exact same reason, if you're familiar with any kind of role-playing game, you know, they make really good bludgeoning weapons against undead. So, we're going to go into weapons and ammunition. No, that's not what I wanted to do, sir. Weapons and ammunition. That's what happens sometimes when you hit the up-down arrows instead of the plus-minus. The game is constantly switching back and forth as to what it's using. So, alright, so silver, and it tells you what you can make. So we can do a silver mace, silver spear, silver short sword, warhammer, battle axe, or bolts. We're just going to make some warhammers. So let's go ahead and set up a repeat job. No, we don't want a repeat job. Actually, you know, the better way to do this would just be to do it through the manager. Because if you send things through the manager gets skill. So we're going to cancel that out, and we're just going to go through the manager. Oh, they're partying down. Alright, so we're going to do 10 silver warhammers. I'm hoping that by the time they get to the, 7th, 8th, and 9th, we'll have more blocks of silver. We should. Okay, so that should keep that guy busy. Alright, so I think I'll go ahead and pause it, and we will take a little break here. And in our next video, we're going to crank out some of those weapons. Hopefully we'll get to spring sometime soon so we can get our next migration wave. We're definitely gonna, I guess we probably want to go ahead and get a barracks built, get these floors done. I mean, we got lots of stuff to do still. So, yeah, but thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Game on. Oh, it helps when your microphone's in the right spot. Hey everybody, welcome back to our Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress Tradeancient. Let me get XSplit back up here so I can make sure. Okay, very good. There we are. Alright, so let's continue on. We're getting some floor work done. We're digging in. We're waiting on these pots to get moved around. Okay, this level looks like it's done. We've got some more galena that we're definitely going to want to dig out. Where? Oh, where are you? DF hack. There we go. Dig V. Okay. Great. Great. So lots more galena. We're not going to be hurting for silver, that's for sure. Whoa, hiccup. Sorry, guys. I promise I'm not drinking on the job. So we're going to want to mine out this layer. Didn't really see any gems on that layer up there. That's a shame. Looks like our farms are still kicking right along. Let's look at our kitchen and make sure here. Quarry bush leaves. Please do not cook those. The reason you don't want to cook them is because you process them and you get rock nuts out of them. That's what I was kind of looking for earlier. Cave wheat, pigtails, okay, rock nuts. Okay, that looks good. And you process those. I think at a screw press. I think you have to screw press them. Man, it's been a while since I've actually done that, but I think it's at a screw press. Okay. Processed plants, or it might even be processed plants here. I can't remember which one comes out in the vial and which one comes out in the barrel. So this sounds like a job for the wiki. So I don't really want to process something that I'm not wanting to process. Just 1 second, folks. Okay, so to vial is valley herbs and a golden salve, which we don't need. Barrel, sweet pods into dwarven syrup and seeds. The syrup could be good for, I think, yeah, cooking. Processed plants to bag, which I guess we don't have any bags. Quarry bushes into leaves and rock nuts. Why won't it let us process plants to bag? It's because we don't have any unrotten bag item producing plants, empty bag. Okay, so we probably don't have the bags. It's kind of strange. Does it have to go in the bag? Yep, you need an empty bag. Okay. Very interesting. So, we're going to want to make some bags. What can we make some bags out of? Bag? Leather bags. We could do leather bags. We could do cloth bags. I think probably just cloth bags. Let's do cloth bag. Actually, let's go ahead and, if we have room, which we do, let's set up a workflow order here for cloth bags, and we'll just do like a 2 to 4 on it. We don't need too many. And then once we have some cloth bags, we can start kind of separating those things out. We do want to go ahead and process into a barrel here. And let's go ahead and... Woo! I don't need the announcements page. Let's go ahead and see if we can milk some animals, shear some animals. We don't want to spin thread. And make some cheese. See if there's any of that needs to be done. We might not even have any sweet pods, now that I'm thinking about it. Do we have any sweet pods? We might have some seeds. Yeah, we got 20 sweet pod seeds. But I don't think we have any actual sweet pods. No, we don't. Are we growing any? Let's look at our farm plots here. So we've got sweet pods in the spring there, which probably just hasn't come back around yet, so we just want to make sure that sweet pods do not get cooked. Don't get nommed on. That would be bad. What's going on down here? Alright, so he's going to milk some animals. Fine. Okay. Let's change our zoom. Okay, not a lot of idlers. Everybody's staying... Ooh, a snowstorm. Yuck. Everybody's staying pretty busy on the floor down there. Looks like we do need to do some more smoothing here. We need to smooth out these workshops. Even though this one's not... Ooh, that snowstorm sounds kind of nasty with sound sense on. Even though that one's not occupied, it will be at some point, so we're just going to go ahead and smooth it out now. A masterpiece silver war hammer. Good. Excellent. And we'll put our other barracks. Where is our barracks? Here? Next floor. No? Quack. Quack. I like to make duck noises sometimes. We'll put our other barracks just over on this other side. Let's go ahead and mine that out, because we know we're going to need that pretty quick. Let's just do it. Just do like the other one. Exact same thing. Biggity bam. And we're just doing this so that once we get our militia set up, it can be like, bam, hit the ground running. So, bam. Bam. See, he started making a lot of other stuff. I'm not even sure if he ever got to the cloth bag. I really wish these rock pots would get foe out of here. So we've got like an armor stand, which that'll be fine because we're going to use that here. Got some more tables, chairs, etc., etc. We got some coffins. Shit. Oh, he ended the mandate. Very good. At some point in time, we're going to have to start figuring out a place that we're going to want to put our dead dwarves. Hasn't been a necessity yet, but I'm sure at some point in time soon we're going to get an invasion. Probably get a small pack of goblins that's going to come and try to take our mugs. Let them try. Let them try. We'll shoot them in the face. That is a bit worrisome though. We want to get some melee units before they come. That gives me another idea of something we could do. Oh, we already do have some of those up there. Okay, well never mind. That should be fine. If you know, if failing everything else, what we could do is we could tell everybody to head inside and then the goblins would get caught right there, so to put a dog on the chain here. Get on that chain. That way they catch anything that comes past. Okay, let's haul out. Oops. Let's go ahead and dump this. And we're going to floor that out real fast. Floor it. cursor. Sometimes I lose track of my cursor. We'll just do conglomerate since it's right there. Even though we don't have a whole lot of it. What's this floor? Clay? I don't know. I mean, this is clay too, and it's growing moss. Maybe we want to go ahead and get that floor done. So, can't do any more shearing. It's fine. Just go ahead and cancel that out. Cancel that out. Okay. Make some cheese. The only thing there with the cheese, I just really hope it gets in the stockpile. Because if it doesn't make it in the stockpile, it'll go rotten. Okay. Oh yeah, see, we're gonna have to floor that thing out. Because it's already growing moss. And I can't abide the moss. Can't do it. Cannot abide by the moss. So I should have done all this. I wasn't thinking. All right, so what do we want to use? I guess we'll just use the diorite. As long as it's not moss, I'm fine with that. We're gonna have to do the other barracks too before too long. I say that. I'm continually starting projects. But that's kind of how Dwarf Fortress really is you're always working on something. You know, like, you might not really care what the floor looks like. Your thing might be something completely different than mine. You know, but that's cool. That's why Dwarf Fortress is fun for so many different kinds of people. Is that, you know, if you like the game, you're gonna find something in there that you enjoy doing, and I just enjoy, I don't know, smoothing floors, adding wealth to the fortress. So, all right, what's going on down? Oops, what's going on down here? Okay, so there are some gems for us to snag out of here. So we got some more citrine, looks like. And what else do we have? It's just citrines. And that's fine, those are good. Good. Okay. And okay, so got some galena. Surprise, surprise. We knew what was going to be there, I think. Oh, man. These veins are being good to us. Now, we could also, like, use the silver for some other things, too, if we so chose. But I'm not sure what we're going to do. We're obviously going to have a lot of silver. But, I mean, I guess we could end up just, like, exporting, like, silver weapons, because our weaponsmith is so good that those weapons would sell for a lot. So that's something we could think about doing.
You need to build me something.
Oh, what do we need to build you, then? Okay, so he's wanting bucklers, 3 bucklers. Well, I'm not real happy about that. Buckler. So let's just make wooden bucklers times 3. I don't want to use the leather, just because I'd rather have that leather for armor. If at all possible. So these like gold cabinets. Ooh, baby horse. We could start putting some cabinets in the dwarves' rooms, which would give them some additional happy thoughts. Okay, that's suspended. Where's our mason? Right here. What's our workflow constraint on that? 2 to 4. Now we have 8. Now see now we're starting to get some of the notorious dwarf cast-off hand-me-downs here, which they just leave and they don't do anything with. So you actually have to go through and you have to designate them for dumping. But if you just straight up designate them for dumping, what's going to happen is they're going to get thrown in that quantum rock stockpile. Oh, and they killed the horse. They're going to get thrown in that quantum rock stockpile and they're never going to degrade. So what you have to do is you have to, like, just the same thing that you do with the rotten food. You have to undesignate that stockpile so that they make their way outside.
You see what I did with this thing?
So let's go outside and let's look at our... yeah, so we're definitely going to need to enlarge this, this refuse stockpile out here. Like so. And then we need to put a garbage zone here. Another one. Garbage dump. And then we don't have any... Right now we don't have any rocks designated to be dumped, I don't think, so... And there's really not anything in there. We do want to go ahead and unforbid that stuff. And then we're going to go back into our zones and we're going to hit X and then capital X to remove that zone. And now we're going to designate that stuff for dumping to get it outside. And it's probably all like inferior quality stuff now. Alternatively, what you can do with it is you can try to get it into a stockpile and then sell it, because you can still sell it for decent money. But that involves just basically like tweaking your stockpile. So I'll look at this stockpile, make sure I got it right, because I just don't understand why it's not moving over there. Maybe those aren't large pots. Maybe. What are these? Large pot? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, folks. I don't know. If anybody's got any input, throw it at me. See, here's this guy, this clutterbug. He's just cluttering up the workshop. Come on. Come on, man. Really? Give a hoot. Don't pollute. Right, we're going to want to go ahead and put a door on this barracks down here. And then we're going to put an armor stand. We'll just put it over here out of the way. Doesn't really matter which one. And a weapon rack. And then we're going to make a stockpile over here for... We're going to set it up for just for weapons, but we're also going to put metal armor in here too. So we'll just like kind of run this like so. Doesn't need to be very, very big, because everything's going to be stored in a bin. And we'll enable armor. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and we're going to turn off crossbows, because we don't want crossbows in there. And then for armor, what we'll do is we'll just forbid, we'll just disable, oop, no, that's not what I want to do. We're just going to block other materials. And we're going to permit all this stuff. And we'll permit that. We just don't want those, we don't want leather or bone or shell or glass or anything like that in there, so. And now what will happen is, we kind of have two stockpiles for weapons. They'll go into here and then they'll come over here, which is fine. Did we ever make any cloth bags? Probably not. Doesn't look to be that way. S. Artobanad has become a militia commander. Alright, let's floor. Let's go ahead and floor out this other barracks up here because I'm getting tired of looking at it. So let's try to do this main area first. Okay, so we can almost get everything there. And we need 70, so we'll go with the phyllite. Phyllite. I'm not really sure how to say that. And then we can put one right there. Fill in that right there. And this one can just go across like so. We can't put it on top of the target. But nothing's gonna grow there anyways, so no big deal. Keep on just like reflexively hitting it twice. Just need to hit it once. Boom. Now we may have to go back in and like unsuspend some of this stuff because with so many people being in here just standing around, there's a good possibility that somebody will come in and try to put down some flooring and a guy's going to be in the way, and yeah, it's just not going to work out. So that's going to keep people busy for quite some time. Been a quiet game. I mean, partially we are going kind of slow, but been kind of quiet. Have not had any invaders yet, but the game is still pretty young. Needs one unused plant cloth. Okay, so I guess we're out of cloth. That stinks. So we can't. We might have to like buy some bags when the caravan comes in the spring, and the elves, if they have any. So we'll go down here and we're gonna go ahead. Oh, so it already took it out. Oh wait, no, wrong workshop. So we'll just go ahead and take out that cloth bag. Otherwise it's gonna spam us with error messages. Okay, so he's milking the stray horse. We're gonna have some horse cheese. And re-up our gems. Let's check out our dig lair. Okay. So they're still kind of going. That was a pretty big lair. They're still working on that. Got some action going on here. So we'll let them get a little further before we do anything there. See, that looks so much better already. Just looks so much better. At least the moss doesn't grow on the walls. That would be a real pain. That would definitely make me want to take the walls down. Do have quite a bit of people down here, but I still don't think we need to really do anything. Shit, it looks like we're getting kind of low on something here. Let's look at our stocks. Drinks. Yeah, we're getting pretty low on drinks, so we're going to need to churn out some drinks. Prepared meals were okay, but we're probably going to go ahead and start production on both of those. So let's brew drink from plant on repeat and prepare easy meal. Let's cancel that, and we're gonna ratchet it up and go for lavish. The lavish meals. So I could kind of tell by looking at our stockpile that we were getting a little low on certain things, so and we definitely do not want to run out of drink. Alright, so he's getting back to work. Very good. So it looks like they did dump out some stuff, but there's still a little bit left. Let's go ahead and dump this out. And hopefully it made its way out to here. I don't see it. I see this right here. interesting. Okay, so it is spring. I think that's a pretty good... It seems like I'm always stopping the video on the changes of seasons, and they just make, like, since it pauses already, just makes a nice natural line of demarcation for my videos. So, anyways, so we're going to stop here, and we're just going to wait for the next migrant wave to come in. We've got an elf caravan coming in. We'll sell them probably not very much of anything, simply because they don't ever really bring anything to buy. And yeah, at this point we're just kind of building up. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Game on.